My name is Ibrahim Salifu. My father's name is Salifu. I have given birth to 9 children. Out of the 9 children, 2 died. I am the only child of my parent. When my parents give birth, the children keeps dying. I am the only one who survived. I went to the river one day to fish. Then our boat capsized. I tried pulling myself up and I got hit by a stick. It affected my eye very badly. When it happened like that, I could see. One day I went to the riverside to catch fish. Then there was a heavy wind that blew on my eye. There, I couldn't see again. By then, I was already married to my wife.
My name is Rabi and my father's name is Abu Bakar. I got married to Ibrahim Salifu. We gave birth to 9 children and 2 died. My husband goes for fishing. That's where we fed from. That is where he got his sickness from. He became blind.
When it happened, I had lost my mom and dad. By then, I had 2 children with my wife. Getting blind was a big blow to my wife. Yet she never divorced me. She stayed with me till date.
I decided to stay with my husband because there was 2 children between us. When my husband got blind, as a woman, I needed to stay and manage my home, take care of my children and my husband. I used to sell cola. Part of my profits I use in taking care of my children and part for my husband's treatment. I knew very well my husband would not be able to marry another woman with his condition. If I leave, who will take care of my children? That's why I stayed with him till now. Finally, we have 7 children. I decided to stay with my husband because there was 2 children between us.
I did all I could to regain my sight back. I tried the herbal doctors and even going for special hospital treatment. Yet still, I couldn't regain my sight back. Finally, I accepted it's the work of God. For 7 years, I was in immense pain. On the seventh year, the pain has completely gone down. That's where I decided to go back to work. The only job I know, fishing. I couldn't learn any job even if I wished to because of my condition. I was blind. Going back to fishing will be easier than trying to search for a new job or to learn a new trade. I had no option than to go back to the river to do the only job I knew how to do. The first day I couldn't find it easy. It was very tough, yet I went. Because of my condition, I can't go alone. I go with my grandson. He will be paddling with me as I cast the net.
We mostly give our female children out for early marriage. When the children go for early marriage, they give birth and the grandchildren to be supporting us.
My name is Salifu Zainab. I'm the firstborn of Ibrahim Salifu. I am married with 6 kids. Out of the 6 children, I've given one to my father to be assisting him to do his house chores. Because of my father's illness, I was a victim to bullies. I couldn't play with my friends because they used that to make fun of me. This really affected me greatly growing up because whenever I go to play with my friends, they use that to make fun of me. So I live most of my life alone as a child. My father's condition affected me very much, and it still does. If my father wasn't blind, I would have gone further than where I am now. I really love my father very much despite his condition, and I listened to his words. So when he said marry this man, I did to stay closer to him.
There are a lot of challenges I face. To list few of them, When there is a heavy wind and the one paddling me is not strong, finally we lose balance and we even sometimes end up in the river. Secondly, I can't tell the difference between the fishes. Some fishes have stones. They pierce me before I notice the kind of fish I have caught. One day went fishing. A stick pierced through our boat, and there was a heavy wind around that time. The boat capsized. Myself and my grandson fell into the water. I was able to hold on to a stick. I was shouting out. I could not hear any response from my grandson. I thought I had lost him. I cried out very loud. Then some sailors passing by helped us out. It's a day I can never forget.
My father is a very loving person. Anything he has, he wants to give it to me. Whenever I receive something from my father, it makes me happy.
My family also supports me a lot. When I get gifts, I give to my wife and she uses it to manage the house. When my female daughters give birth, they also give me their grandsons to also be taking care of me as we go fishing and do other house chores. Business is very bad. Now fishes are no more in the river as it used to. You normally get less when you go fishing. Secondly, it could be a week to a month I had not gone fishing because my eye still pains me sometimes.
I always help my parents to take care of my younger siblings. I advise them to love one another. We try our best to make them responsible for the society. We wish we had a motorcane, which I will provide my father with a trustworthy person to render accounts. Everything is God's making. It can happen to anybody.
Thank you.
When it happens like that, stay to support him in everything he's doing.
Anyone can be a victim to disabilities. And when your parents are victims of a disability, don't reject them. Love them. Don't reject them. And always pray for them because they are still human beings.
Because of the nature of the community, when I get a motorcane, I'll be very, very happy. I will use it to support myself and my family. My advice to those finding themselves in this condition is they should accept their fate and know that it is the will of God. When you find yourself in this condition, know that it's not the end of the world. Know you can do something to also feed and survive. My advice also to those who can see, they shouldn't look down on people when people find themselves in this condition. Any support they can, they should help the person. When you find yourself in this condition and somebody helps you, thank the person, be content, and be appreciative of what the person have done for you so that it will give them the zeal to do more.